Nintendo goes direct with their news on upcoming titles. Some classic PS3 multiplayer servers are coming to an end, and could Sam Fisher be making a comeback? These things and more if you stick around. Kicking things off with Nintendo, yesterday they had one of their direct shows where they get to feed you little bits of information on upcoming projects from them. A few highlights included things like Overwatch being announced for the Switch. It's got a $40 price tag, and it also includes a 3-month membership for Nintendo Online, as well as some bonus skins. We got a nice look at the new Luigis Mansion, and 3 of its levels, as well as announcing a party mode where friends can battle it out. There ended up being a free-to-start Kirby game surprisingly dropped called Super Kirby Clash. It features co-op with up to 4 other players online to take on bosses. Nintendo finally announced Super Nintendo games for their online service. A while back, an image leaked of a Super Nintendo controller they were coming out with, so that made us all feel like this was coming out sooner rather than later. We've seen the controller here, as well as an announcement that today, yes, as you're seeing this now, there have been 20 SNES games added to your Switch. These titles are Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Stunt Race FX, which is available for the first time since the original release, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox, F-Zero, Pilot Wings, Kirby's Dream Course, Brawl Brothers, Breath of Fire, Demon's Crest, Joe and Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics, Super EDF Earth Defense Force, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Puyo Puyo 2, which is available for the first time in the United States, Super Soccer, which is available for the first time since the original, as well as Super Tennis. Some new characters were announced for Smash Brothers. Banjo-Kazooie joined them today, and Terry Bogard from classic SNK game Fatal Fury will join the roster later on in November. We've seen some beautiful new Link's Awakening footage, and details on the custom chamber dungeons. You can place the dungeons into an amiibo figure, and then take it to a friend's house so they can play your creation. But now, a personal favorite for the entire event though, was some more Animal Crossing footage. The one on the GameCube was a guilty pleasure of mine for a long time, so I'm excited to hop into what seems like to be just as chill and relaxing of a game as the original. There are a few other things I'm failing to mention right now too, like the Doom 64 port coming out to Switch and Deadly Premonition 2, but the entire direct is in the description if you want to see the whole show. Classic Naughty Dog PS3 titles such as Uncharted 2 and 3, as well as The Last of Us, have finally had the multiplayer servers shut down. We can only assume this is to make way for The Last of Us 2, as well as the oncoming PS5 launch. You can still play The Last of Us multiplayer on the PS4 remastered version though, and that one still has a pretty active community. Pour one out for the OGs today. Ikumi Nakamura announced that she is leaving Tango Gameworks. If you don't know who she is, maybe you remember her star-making moments at E3.
We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
The internet, specifically Twitter, seemed to fall in love with her. She helped on games such as the Evil Within series, and had recently announced a new game by the studio during E3 called Ghostwire Tokyo. It makes you wonder about the game, but it did seem like a pretty cool premise during its announcement.
It's spooky.
Could Super Spy Sam Fisher be making a comeback finally? It seems like every year there's a rumor of a new Splinter Cell game in the works, only to be squashed right away. Someone noticed the other day though, that there was this listing for a replica pair of goggles from Splinter Cell that popped up on GameStop. Now this could just be some kind of one-off for a collectible for fans, but usually these things are tied to something new going on, and is also the drum-up interest. We shall see, hopefully before Sam sees us. And finally, here are your game releases for the first week of September. The old Diablo-like classic, Torchlight 2 comes out for the Xbox, PS4, and Switch. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered makes its way out. Catherine, Full Body. Spyro Reignited Trilogy for the Switch and PC. Freaky Running Away from Naked Killer Guy horror game, Remothered, finally comes out for Switch. Monster Hunter World Expansion, Iceborne. Falcon Age for the PC. Super Street, the game, as opposed to just, regular Street. And finally, NBA 2K20. Thank you so much for giving me a look and listen. I just wanted to try something kind of new for me and hopefully make it better over time. If you dig it, let me know, and any suggestions and criticisms are also welcomed. That does it for this one, and remember, if you didn't see it on the internet, is it really real? Thank you.